yeah, importantly that myself and my team, we are still based in Odessa. We're still here, and we stay in touch with local stakeholders, including freight forwarding companies, shipping lines, other transport companies involved in logistics in Ukraine. Currently, what we are looking at specifically is container market of Ukraine. And its logistics routes. It's the way it changes, and the way routes has changed, and especially foreign stakeholders are interested in knowing how exactly it works for today. Also, of course, we look at the grain deal development.
Right.
At this point, the grain deal is completely is completely stopped. It was discontinued.
So let's maybe like go into this elephant like straight away, because it's the big elephant that's that everyone is kind of talking about. I mean, what's the what do you make out of it? Okay, so like there wasn't no renewal of the agreement. Obviously, this is this agreement between the United States, United Nations, my bad, and maybe the United States as well, who knows, and Turkey, Ukraine, and Russia, right? So this one...
Yeah, importantly that Ukraine wasn't directly involved in the agreement between Turkey, Russia, and United Nations. Basically, it's like two different agreements. But again, why I mention it, because it's very political deal.
Yes, it's a very political deal. So now there are a lot of analysts that are saying, okay, the Chinese might come to the rescue. There might be a new deal happening. So, give us a little bit of sense, like, when you saw the news, and you obviously have the data on the ground, you have the local perspective, like, give us a thoughts a little bit on it.
Right. So, probably everyone who is interested in the grain deal and in grain shipping from Ukraine was following the news, right? And I'm pretty sure they've seen the disruptions, and they've seen how Russia was always trying to suspend or decline the volume of Ukrainian grain coming on the international market, using different tools and leverage different things. So what happened recently? So Russia withdrew from the deal, announcing that any bulk vessel that will be trying to enter Odessa ports or any other Ukrainian port will be a target, a military target. At the beginning of war, in 2022, Russia has already targeted civilian vessels, merchant vessels. There are a few occasions, and they are documented and confirmed. So it gives a basis, right? It gives a ground for the market players to be actually worried, because it's already happened, right? So Russia can repeat it easily. Right now, unfortunately, as far as I can see, there are no proper response to Russia, and there are no party in the Black Sea that is ready to address this aggression, including Turkey. Even though Turkey potentially, right, is capable of creating a safe passage for vessels that are willing to continue direct shipping to Odessa ports back and forth. But again, as I mentioned, it is very, very political deal, and many things and many parties involved in it. My expectation is that there will not be grain deal, at least for some period of time. Grain shipping will be completely stopped. It's already completely stopped, but it will be like that for a few months, probably, until certain conditions are met.
Because, like, like, for what I'm wondering, like, what does it mean? Like, first of all, like, what's the reaction by 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 the locals. And what does it really kind of mean to you when you look at it? Because there's a lot of kind of political commentary on it, but I think the political kind of commentary might not be so useful, right? So like your perspective might be quite different on this.
So obviously, it is what happens is Ukrainian economy is suffocating, right, over this problem that Ukraine is not able to ship out its grains, so it threatens the farming industry in general. If they don't make money this year, they won't be able to crop next year. It's very harming economy in general, but most of all, it's creating the disruption on the market. It's creating it's as we can see, prices on grain have risen by 10% recently, right? Just in a couple of days. We can see that shipping freight rates are also rising, as well as insurance rates, which all gonna eventually influence the price of food. And unless the world find a solution, it is inevitable that food crisis will be continued, and immigration probably will be increased. What I mean is the immigration from those key markets in Middle East and Africa, right? People will be fleeing from these regions to better places, for example, European Union. So this is what, in my opinion, Russia is intended to create crisis and additionally pressure the European Union as well as United Nations creating this crisis in order to, again, push their agenda and make them do whatever they want. For example, lift certain sanctions, right?
Right.